Shalom, shalom, shalom. Let me see what's going on real quick. Shalom, man. My brother Megan Israel was early. I see you in the cut. Shalom, Megan. Let's see what we sounding like. Get everything together. Share. You about to be in for something.
Shalom, shalom, Megan.
Shalom, shalom, King, shalom.
Anybody share to the Facebook page?
Wow. I'm going to try and share right now.
All praises. My brother. All praise to the Most High as always, man. We about to get started. Yeah. Just a little bit. Got you.
I just shared it on Facebook.
So sure, to get right started, man. Damn, what's that? What's that? Okay. Kanye, he got the screen ready. I'm about to add yours on there. Kanye, since you, we're just gonna have it up there, just on the look at. I'm about to share this, and then I'm about to salute in. Let me see where I see it at. I don't see it yet. Where that though? Usually be like the first thing I see. That's weird.
I'm looking for it too. Hold on, let me search it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to have to do at this point. That's crazy because I don't see it, Shop. You say you did share one.
Yeah, I shared it twice. I posted it and then I shared it. I'm going to tag y'all in it.
Exactly. I'm searching on the page and I don't see it.
Oh, no, I'll be sharing it on my page.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, no, I thought you went on to the page and then shared it type shit. That's what I
Okay.
was watching. Oh yeah, you just shared it directly from your page. I see. Cool, man. So without further ado, man, I want to say call HALAL, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. And that's all praise to the Most High God, whose real name is Yahawah, and the Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahawashi, Mashiach in the Paleo Hebrew.
Like froze a little bit.
You did? What's the last thing you heard?
Like you was in the midst of the what's the name?
Dang, that's crazy. I don't know how I'm frozen. I'm plugging up too. Thought I'm good. Well, Salakia for that. Like I said, first and foremost, I'd like to say call HALAL, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. And that's all praises to the Most High God, whose real name is Yahawah in the Paleo Hebrew. We do so in the name of his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahawashi Mashiach in the Paleo Hebrew. I'm your brother Ratazian, Yahawah. We are Yahawah's law keepers. I'm here with my brothers as always, and we going right into a part 2 of what we did last week, which is just basically end time prophecy. That's the times we in, and you know that's the spirit that we should be in, and the things we should speak on, knowing what's to come and how to be prepared for it, and what everybody's going to receive, pretty much. And that's why it's like the question with this topic tonight is, what is your reward, man? Good or bad, people are about to receive things for their deeds, for their words, for their actions, and for whatever they believe, and they're about to see it, man. So, my brothers here, let you introduce themselves, and we gonna get started.
Shalom, family. It's your brother Shabi and Howard back at it again at the live class, man. All praise to the Most High God in these last days. You feel what I mean? We got a lot to look forward to, man. The kingdom of God is coming closer and closer, man, every day. You feel what I mean? Like the Lord said, man, these days shall be shortened. And we're seeing this now, right? It's already February 4th, going on the 5th already of this so-called 2025, right? So, man, we got to keep enduring or keep our hands to the plow.
God. It's your brother Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, all praises to the Most High for another life. And just remember to stay in the spirit of gratitude and thankfulness to the Most High, no matter what you're going through, because we have the spirit of truth. You feel me? So that's always something to give him praise, honor, and thanks for, to be grateful for. Always remember
that. Right. All praise to the Most High, man. We can see what's going on, man. That boy Trump is on a roll right now. He just got stuff going on, man, and you know what I mean, through the spirit. I hope he continues to, show, allow that pride he has to come out and show them horns, man. Because the quicker he do all these things, it's the quicker that, you know what I mean, the judgment comes on these nations, and the quicker that we receive salvation. Real talk. Shalom, Dayak. Moderator in the building. All right. So, first thing to come to mind, like, as far as you already know, the righteous are going to receive a wonderful reward, but the Bible also speaks about the wicked receiving the reward, man. And I just want to get to it. Let me bring this out a lot, but it's one of my favorites, man. I love Psalms 91, so we can get that from the top real quick to get started, and just bounce around, man, and bring out some stuff. What's coming to everybody, man? The people that's doing what they're supposed to do and is having faith, they have wonderful things to look forward to, man. A wonderful reward. And the people that's wicked and not believing, is out here scoffing and being demonic and stuff, they have a reward to look forward to as well, right? So let's get Psalms 91 from the top.
God. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91, and from the top. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahawah, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
Mm.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Right, man. So that's the key point right there. So technically, it's a reward both ways, even though it didn't say it for the righteous. If you look at verse 7, it said, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So a reward that the righteous person is seeing, if it's not coming near you, that reward is protection. That reward is a covering. That reward is blessing. You know what I mean? It's a form of salvation. And then in the same breath, you're noticing that somebody else is being rewarded. The wicked. It said you are seeing the reward of the wicked. You know what I mean? So even though, we usually hear reward and we always look at it, as a good thing, which technically it is, and it's positive either way, because God is a balanced God. And let's go to that word reward. It's like people are getting paid back what they are owed, right? And it's like if you go somewhere and you spend some money, don't you want your change back? Don't you want what they owe you? If you work, you know what I mean? And I know that's what I believe. That's what it goes back to.
This is Psalms 80:11. Shaluma says reward, requital, retribution.
Yeah, so it's recompense. It's being paid back. Mm-hmm. So what are your actions dictating what type of reward you're going to see? You're going to receive? What are they paying you back? Even I think if you go back to the root word or whatever, I think it goes right back to the same thing, because I think that's what's like Shilamah, and then it's Shalom. So it's the same, basically the same. Look, requital, reward, bribe, requital, a fee, recompense, reward. It's the same. It's what you are deserving of from your works, pretty much. You know what I mean? You go to work and you are expecting to be paid. And the same thing in the spirit, right? You do works, and now you're going to receive the payment for the works that you've done in the flesh. And that's literally what's about to be happening to everybody. This is the time that we're heading into, a time of judgment for the wicked and a time of salvation for the righteousness, man. Clear as that. There is no in-betweens. You're not going to see, anything else. It's going to be literally that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Let me see. Could I get Psalms 94 real quick? Something in here too, real quick. He kind of saying early on, just a couple little points. Like that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 1. O Yahawah God, to whom vengeance belongeth, O God, to whom vengeance belongeth, shew thyself, lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth, render a reward to the proud.
Right there, key and point, man. It said, lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. That's what Yahawah is coming to do. He is the ultimate judge. Yahawah BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, render a reward to the proud. Right? We understand that pride goes before destruction, that God hates the proud, right? So he said, render a reward to the proud. So what does the scripture say about the proud, or what are they getting? What are they getting? You know what I mean? Is that the type of spirit that you want to be in? Is that what you want to be paid back for acting, for acting right? You know what I mean? Is that what, you know what I mean? Is that the type of reward that you want to receive? Or that's, what type of reward do you feel like you're going to have? Because the proud don't have anything coming. Right? Can we get a Proverbs 8 and 13 straight to the point?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 13. The fear of Yahawah is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, in the evil way, in the forward mouth do I hate.
See what I'm saying? So God hates that. He said, we're supposed to hate proud behavior. We're supposed to be lowly, meek, and humble. You know what I mean? So if you're in the bracket of being rewarded, for righteous sakes, you're going to be one of the people that hates pride. You're not going to, be a part of that other things, right? And then just to show another little reward, can I get Isaiah 13? I know we brought this out, but it just made me think of that. Like, this is what he's coming to do to the proud.
Salakia, making Israel, I believe that was Psalms 91. He asked
Yep,
for
Psalms 91.
the
The
last
first
one.
one.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, so
Yep, Psalms 91, man. I love that. That's one of my favorite songs for sure.
You want verse 11?
Yep, exactly.
This is the book Isaiah chapter 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Right. So it just made me think of that. Like you said, wait, bring it back one more time, Baba Kushai.
Verse 11 says, I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
Right. So, go ahead, Salakia.
It says, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Right. So that's a part of their reward. Like according to Psalms 94 and 2, it said, lift thyself up, thou judge of the earth, render a reward to the proud. That is the reward that they are about to receive. He said, the arrogancy of the proud shall cease. They're not about to do anything. He will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. He's about to get rid of all the proud. The proud have nothing coming. Even the scriptures tell us that pride goes before destruction. That's literally what they're laid up for. And the Most High literally hates these things. Like he tells us multiple times, you know what I mean, about just proudness and what being proud and like who, and you know what I mean, and then who falls under that category of the most proud in the world. You know what I mean? That would be the so-called, well, not the so-called white man, but they would be the biblical Edomites. You know what I mean? That is the reward. And you know what I mean? And definitely Shah wants to talk about it. I remember you saying this, but just all the judgment of the nations. Like, what do you think is going to happen to all these people and what's going to be their reward for the way that they've been treating, you know, the Most High's children, the children of Israel? Shalom, Kuala. You know, Kuala was up in here, man. You know what I mean? They had all these people. Everyone has to be paid back for what they've done. You will always reap what you sow. There's no getting around it, man. There's no getting around. What you put out must come back to you. Energy can never be, you know, destroyed. All these things, what you're putting back, what you're putting out, it must come back to you. That is the law of the Most High God. That's how he has things going, and it is what it is.
I got a quick precept on that.
I'll switch over to you.
It's the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, don't be misled. You cannot mock the justice of God. You will always harvest what you plant. Verse 8 says, those who live only to satisfy their own sinful nature will harvest decay and death from that sinful nature. Right? So that's talking about the people of this world, people that's only waking up and serving their flesh and not trying to satisfy the spirit, which is pleasing in the sight of God, but just following after nothing but the flesh, right? They're going to harvest what? Death, decay, and death from that same sinful nature, right? Romans 6:23, the wages of sin is death, right? It said, but on the opposite hand, it says, but those who live to please the spirit, right? The people that's reading, the people that's praying and thinking upon the Most High name in the last days is trying to fast and pray more and more day in and day out and just striving for righteousness and trying to be that perfect person. They're going to do what? They will harvest everlasting life from the spirit. Right. So this is the things that we got to be focused on, because it's God is of a perfect balance. The people that's wicked is going to be destroyed, and the people that's righteous will be redeemed. They go inherit the everlasting kingdom, right? Verse 9, it says, so let's not get tired of doing what is good. At that, it says, at just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Right? This is the hope of the saints. The things that we know, we understand that these things may seem like they're tearing, but at the right time, we will reap the harvest. And that harvest is the kingdom of God in unlimited and everlasting righteousness. Right? Like one more to go into that. Right? It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, "But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand." Right? This is the things that we're looking for. We're not looking for a damn a 20,000 square foot mansion in the next to the damn White House, or no
Yeah.
damn statue next to the Statue of Liberty. You feel what I'm saying? We looking towards the new earth where righteousness dwell, bro. Where we can't even imagine or depict what it's gonna look like. Right from the Lord's hand, it says, "For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them." Right? He's protecting the righteous. This is what the righteous is going to receive, right? It says, "He shall take he shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies." Right? These are the things that the righteous will be doing. We gonna be the creature, right, which is his creation, and we gonna be the weapons for the revenge of his enemy. These are the things that the righteous will inherit, man. And there's a lot more on this. But that's pretty much it on these 2 points. I ain't want to be too long-winded. Keep going with Tazian.
So Slaki, I got one precept just on what you was talking about, the what you was sowing, right?
Go ahead.
This the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 18. It says the wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. That's the kingdom. That's what the Lord has promised us. He said, if you have these good works, be obedient to my words, you feel me? You're going to inherit the kingdom. That's a sure reward, right? Verse 19. As righteousness tendeth to life, right? Serving the Lord, that tends to life. What are we seeking to have? Everlasting life, eternal life, right? It says, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death. So there you go. Whatever you are sowing to, that's what you're going to reap. If you serving to the Lord, being obedient to righteousness in his ways, you're gonna inherit that life, that sure reward. But if you're on the opposite end of that spectrum, because there's no gray area, you either serving the Lord or you're not. Right? You're pursuing your own death. Right. It's just that simple.
You either tripping or you not. Me, I'm tripping. Look what Carl put. He put that second Ezra 5 and 42. If anyone want to get that, just for I was thinking that too. That goes right with the one that Shab pulled in Galatians. It goes hand in hand. Just another one. Just a wonderful depiction of reaping and sowing, man. It's wonderful.
I'm about to grab it real quick.
Oh, like Shab Mike.
Oh, is it 5 and 42?
Exactly. Second Ezra 5 and 42.
It's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 42. It reads, "And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first."
Like a ring, man. It's a complete circle. What goes around comes around. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what you're going to see. That's what's going to happen. Everybody is going to literally reap what they've sown. And like I said, so if you're one of the people that's storing your treasures down here, I mean, what could you possibly reap? This place is destined to be destroyed. You're not about to see anything from this place. But if you're one of the ones that's storing your treasures in heaven, for the world that's to come, man, you have a lot of glorious things coming your way, man. Even said, and we might be going through things right now, but we understand that the present sufferings right now, they cannot in no way, shape, or form be compared to the glory that's going to be revealed, man. That's a part of the reward. It's going to see something so wonderful, man, and it's so powerful that you can't even fathom it, right? This to show that just everybody what they're doing, the Most High tells us everybody is going to receive really the reward of their own hands, the reward of their own doings. And if you know something in your hands, it's something that you work. Our hands is made to work, to do something, to utilize, right? And that's what everybody's going to see. So, what I mean? People that's swift to do evil and run and do all this other stuff, or how they say idle hands are the devil's playground, you're going to receive all of those things. It leads me to my next couple of points or whatever. Can I get Isaiah chapter 3? I need verse like 8 through 11.
God. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 8. For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against Yahawah, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The shew of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin at Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
They have done it unto the damn selves, bro. Like when you really think about it, it say, woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. It's your own doing. So you won't have nobody to blame when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go a little deeper with this. I wanted to start here and I'm going to take it a little further because ultimately it is woe to your soul because the Most High created that soul to just be that wicked and depleted. Real talk, it just is what it is, right? But let's keep going.
God. Verse 9. Oh, sorry, verse 10. Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings.
Literally the same way. So just like it is, they're going to eat the reward of the wicked. He said it shall be well with the righteous because they're going to eat the fruit of their doings as well. And what else? Now, next part.
It says, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him.
Oh my God. So it's going to be well for the righteous. For everything he done, he going to eat the fruit of his. But it said, woe to the wicked, it shall be ill with him. Or it's like he about to be sick, as we say. You know, in today's terms, it's the same thing, man. That's how you know the Israelites, we are back again. Today said shall be ill with him. Just like, dog about to be sick when he see what's going to happen. It's the same thing. For the reward of his hand shall be given him. And this is all the Lord is doing, man. That's what make Yahawah BAHASHAM and Yahawashi so scary. Because these people were created to be this way. The wicked were created to be the wicked, and the righteous were created to be the righteous. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And the rewards they're going to receive is what the Most High wants to give you. Because at the end of the day, you can try to strive for righteousness all you want to. But he said, who can make that straight when he's made crooked? If you're made crooked, it's only a matter of time before you fall into that crooked path. It's only so long that you can pretend, right? Can I get which is my next point? Can I get 2 Peter chapter 2? And I want to read like verse 9 through like 13 by Bakusha.
2.
Yep, 2 Peter chapter 2.
God.
It's 9 on down.
This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Right now, so right now, just out the gates is so powerful, right? To deliver you, that's a reward. To even deliver you not only out of troubles, but temptations, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment, right? So people think that they've been getting off in their wickedness, and it's like he's reserving you. He just want to make sure that fire is much bigger so you can throw your ass in as fuel to it. And that's pretty much it, right? You keep going, though.
Verse 10. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh and the lust of uncleanness and despise government, presumptuous are they, self-willed, they are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. Whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusations against them before the Lord. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
Right. It said they're going to utterly perish in their own corruption. They are natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed. This literally is, they go hand in hand. If you're a brute beast, you are made to be destroyed. There's no getting around it. You are made to do wicked. You're going to speak evil things, and you don't even understand why you're doing it. You know what I mean? And because you are a corrupt seed, you're a corrupt spirit, and you shall utterly perish in your own corruption, right? And then let's finish it with 13.
Verse 13. And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime, spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you.
right? They got pleasure in things outside of pleasing the Lord. So they counted pleasure to riot in the daytime. So look at the things that they're into. You're going to be able to tell who's who by their fruits. You're going to know who's what. They out here pleasure in rioting, pleasure in being a prostitute, pleasure in being a sodomite, pleasure in just, you know what I mean, in wickedness, pleasure in killing, pleasure in murdering their own people. You know, all these things, that's what's pleasing to them. That is a brute beast made to be taken and destroyed, man. And they're going to, you know what I mean, they're with themselves, they're deceiving themselves. They're deceived, and they're going to reap the rewards of their own hands, man, ultimately.
God.
Real talk. Right? And I got like 2 more points, and then we can go into some details about other stuff, right? Because I'm about to actually switch it. Like that's just on a level far as, you know, people in general, like the works that you've done and who the Most High created you to be. But he's also, you know what I mean, he's doing stuff for nations as well in general, right? So I just want to show 2 different examples, right? Can I get Isaiah 62?
God.
I mean, it's a lot here, but I want to get really straight to the point. Can I get like verse 10 on down?
God. This is the book Isaiah, chapter 62 and verse 10. It says, go through the gates, prepare ye the way of the people, cast up the highway, gather out the stones, lift up the standard for the people. Behold, Yahawah hath proclaimed unto the end of the world, say ye to the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall call them the holy people, the redeemed of Yahawah, and thou shalt be called sought out, a city not forsaken.
Right. So that's the elect. And we understand that he's talking about to the remnant. The whole elect is going to be the part of the nation of Israel, regardless. Just going to be a remnant of them. That's why he said, say to the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh, and his reward is with him. You're going to see the holy people, the redeemed of the Lord, all these things. So this is a reward for the people that know that they're the children of God, that understand the error in their ways, to understand that our ancestors and our forefathers sinned before us, and that we know in order to reverse the curse, you have to do what he said to do. Literally, he told us in Deuteronomy 28, if you hearken to my words, you'll be blessed. If you do this, keep my law, statutes, and commandments, you'll be blessed. And if you break my commandments, you'll be cursed. So we understand this, like he said, the Most High is literally one way, or, you know what I mean, or the other way, right? In the same way. So he's judging nations, right? Which I want to lead to, and then I'm gonna allow y'all to take just to give a little brief on right here, right? Just so the same thing, while how it's only gonna be a remnant of the Israelites that do make it, and people gonna cleave on. What you think is coming to this place that we're in, known as, you know, America, which is Mystery Babylon, which is Sodom and Egypt, which is all this place, you know, all this wickedness and the mother of harlots and everything. What type of reward is she about to get? Let me just show you that real quick, and then I'm going to pass it to y'all. Can I get Revelation 18 from the top? Baba Kushah.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right? That's mercy right there. That's a reward for the people. He's allowing you to come out of this place, because this place has a judgment. It's already written. This place is made to be destroyed. It's a brute beast. It's a terrible place, habitation of devils, right? because their sins have reached up to where? Let's keep going.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Right
and
there.
double.
Look at that. That's reaping and sowing. Reward her even as she have rewarded you. So you want to pay motherfuckers, excuse my language, you want to pay people something. Now it's time for you to receive your payment. But you can start it back from the top, but it gets even worse for Babylon or this whore.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double.
Right, yeah. So according to their works, that's what everybody is being paid back. So for people that's out here even saying that belief alone is going to get you anywhere, how is whole nations and countries and everybody else is being rewarded? Well, the Most High has showed us countless times on righteousness and wickedness that people are getting rewarded according to their works. That's what's coming to Babylon. It said they're receiving double. And that's you can finish it out down to 8. And then I yield.
Verse 7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is Yahawah power who judgeth her.
You see what I'm saying? So we already said it's only 2 lots that people are coming to receive. When the Lord comes, that's what he's bringing. He's bringing salvation for the righteous and judgment for the wicked. That's it. That's the only thing. And that just shows you the pride of this place. They don't think they ever fall. Shall see no sorrow. I am a queen. I am up. I propped it up. I am no widow. Say this in their heart. But they about to see, about to be sadly mistaken. They're deceived by their own vain opinions, by the pride of their heart. They're deceived in so many ways. And the Most High has them in the trick bag. And this is just his movie, man. So get your popcorn, say your prayers, and buckle up, man, because that's what we about to see. It's about to be a hell of a ride, but it's all gonna be worth it in the end if you're doing what you're supposed to do. If the works of your hands are pleasing to the Lord and righteous in his eyes, man. And that's what I got, family.
I got a precept for that. Perfect precept.
It's on your screen.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 27. It reads, it says, these wicked people are heavy and prosperous. Their waists bulge with fat, but their cities will be ruined. They will live in abandoned houses. They are ready to tumble down. Their riches will not last, and their wealth will not endure. Their possessions will no longer spread across the horizon. They will not escape the darkness. The burning sun will wither their shoots, and the breath of God will destroy them. Right? This is the judgment of the wicked, the judgment of America, right? It says, let them no longer fool themselves by trusting in empty riches, for emptiness will be their only reward. These are the only things that just coming to this place, right? People think the bag about to be something, this and that. In all actuality, it's empty. You feel what I'm saying? Me and the brothers was talking like people out here trying to flash all of this paper and all of this so-called designer, like it's just clothes with and stuff printed on something. This tangible. They could be here today and gone tomorrow, right? That's literally vanity. Like trees, they will be cut down in the prime of life. Their branches will never again be green. It will be like wine. It would be like a vine whose grapes are harvested too early, like an olive tree that loses its blossoms before the fruit can form. For the godless are barren. Their homes, enriched through bribery, will burn. They conceive trouble and give birth to evil. Their womb produces deceit, right? This is the so-called Edomite. Their womb produces deceit. This is the whole ideology of America. Deceive your people. That's all that this place is, right? And this is why they got to reap what they have sown. Right? This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4 in the NLT.
You ain't switch. You ain't switch.
There you
go.
Oh, shit. Oh, there we go, Khan. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, The Lord of heaven's armies says, the day of judgment is coming, burning like a furnace. On that day, the arrogant and the wicked will be burned up like straw. Right?
Oof.
The arrogant and the wicked will be burned up like straw. They will be consumed, roots, branches, and all. Everything. They're going to disappear from the face of the earth. Right? It says, but for you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in his wings, and you will go free, leaping with joy like calves led out to pasture. On that day when I act, you will tread upon the wicked as if they were dust under your feet, says the Lord of heaven's armies. Right? This is what's coming to the wicked and what's coming to the righteous. The people that fear his name, he's going to raise up his only begotten son, Mashiach Yahawashi. Bless you. And he's going to save his people that fear him, right? And on that day, we go receive them spiritual powers and tread upon our enemies and upon the heathen nations like they was dust, like they are dust. These are the things that we got to hearken on and trust in, man, because I don't want to be arrogant or wicked, because the people that's doing that is going to get burnt up like straw, right?
Look up arrogant. That should go back to proud, like in a sense, I would think. Let's
Yeah, this
see.
the NLT, so I'm pretty sure Duke probably said in the KJV. Hold on.
Yep.
Yep, proud, all the proud.
Yeah, I figured it did.
Yep. Zod. Arrogant, proud, insolent, presumptuous.
Damn,
Proud.
insolent. That's crazy, yeah.
God, right. And one, I gotta grab this real quick. I love this chapter in NLT. Isaiah 63, right?
Mm.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1. It says, who is this who comes from Edom, from the city of Basra, with his clothing stained red? Who is this in royal robes, marching his great strength? It is I, the Lord, announcing your salvation. It is I, the Lord, who has the power to save. Why are your clothes so red, as if you have been treading out grapes? I have been treading the winepress alone. No one was there to help me. In my anger, I have trampled my enemies as if they were grapes. Right? Like it just said in Malachi, we gonna be like as if they were dust. Our enemies gonna be as dust, right? And now the people he have trampled are like grapes. They are below him, right? In my fury, I have trampled my foes. Their blood has stained my clothes, right? You feel me? They're here rapping. In my fury, I have trampled my foes. Their blood has stained my clothes.
Damn, yeah, that's a bar. That's a bar right there.
You feel me? Like,
For real.
man, you feel me? How was I coming back tripping, bro? Verse 4. For the time has come for me to avenge my people. You feel what I'm saying? It didn't say to avenge the whole world. It said avenge my people, right? To ransom them from their oppressors. I was amazed to see that no one intervened, right? None of these nations intervened to try and save the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, right? We just brought this out at camp. What was that second first Maccabees? What was that? 2
I think it was
2 and 10?
2 and 10.
2 and 10, right? Who have not had a hand in the oppression of Jerusalem or in a nation of Israel, right? That's why he said he was amazed to see no one intervene. That's why all these people, all these heathen nations, to Ham all the way down to Esau, got to get this work, right? It says to help the oppressed. So I myself stepped in to save them with my strong arm, and my wrath sustained me. I crushed the nations in my anger and made them stagger and fall to the ground, spilling their blood upon the earth. Right? So this is what's coming after America get blew to smithereens, right? Then the rest of the heathens got to get tormented. So these are the things that's coming to the wicked of our people in the heathen nations, right? The heathen don't have a chance at all. These people are finished, right? So we just showing these scriptures, man, let y'all know that we got to get right in these last days, man, because these things can change in a blink of an eye. And before we know it, you feel what I'm saying? Internet out, power out, everything is out, and we in Jacob's trouble, man. We literally in Jacob's trouble. In a blink of an eye.
I got something right with that, King. You share my screen a lot.
I got you 1 second, King. There you go.
God. Right. Like you said, these other nations, they're about to get judged. You feel me?
Let's do the spirit. I swear to God, I just was looking at that. Like, if nobody bring that has to go.
God.
All praises.
Man, like it's thus said the Lord. It's going to happen, right? So I'm about to bring this out. This is Obadiah 1 and verse 15. For the day of Yahawah is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you said, these nations have done nothing but sow wickedness. And you know, they all are confederate against his chosen people. So what do you think their reward is going to be? It's going to be destruction. It's going to be captivity. It's going to be all the things that they have afflicted and oppressed us with. The Most High is about to return it to them, right? Because we already know it's already prophesied that these people, you have to bless his chosen. You have to bless his people to receive blessings. But what did they do to us? They cursed us. So it's only right. It's just. You know what I'm saying? It's right. It's a righteous thing with the Lord. All right. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 12 and verse 2. It says, and I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee. So, like I said, if these nations would have blessed us, yeah, they would have had something, a good reward coming. But what did they do? You know what I'm saying? What did the Lord have them do? Because that's ultimately what it was. The Lord made them curse us. So it was a righteous thing for the Lord to judge them the way he's about to judge them. Right? And curse him that curseth thee. And indeed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. So this playing upon tables. This is all they got coming. Cursing, torments, right? And then, you know, we've been showing you just the Lord rewarding nations and rewarding people on an individual basis, right? So I'm gonna just hit a couple more points just on, you know, the reward of your actions is your works. Ultimately is what the Most High has planned for you, you know, for what he has planned for you to do, right? This is the book. Yeah, there you go. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 20, and verse 11. It says, and I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. Right? It says, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the book according to their works. So your works, what you do, has an implication on your judgment. It has a reflection of what your judgment is going to be. Right? Now, like I said, this all ties back to the Most High's plan. He already predestined certain people to do certain things. So it's certain people who are a vessel of dishonor. It's certain people who are a vessel unto honor, right? And all the heathen are about to catch it. So they already out of the running. They already got hell coming their way. If you're an Israelite, you're a brother and sister. It all depends on what the plan that the Most High has for you. You feel me? Verse 13. See, it says, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell were delivered up, and the dead were in them, and they were judged every man according to their work. So it is doubling down again, right? It says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whoso was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So if you didn't have righteous works in your life, you feel me? When that judgment comes, you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. You're going to be destroyed, right? That's just playing upon tables. I got one more. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 12. And this is Christ. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me.
You should start at 10. Yeah. Start at 10. I had that one too, for real. I was sitting on that too. Start at 10, though, for sure.
The water. This is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 10. Man, it's a final message, right? So, hey, man, if you don't get it by now, I don't know what to tell you, right? It says, and he said unto me, seal not the sayings of this prophecy in this book, for the time is at hand. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. So it's a clear separation. You know what I'm saying? Either you're filthy, you know what I'm saying, and unjust, or you're righteous and holy. Right? And you're going to get rewarded accordingly. Verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me. So he's rewarding your works. What you're like, and like the brother said, a reward necessarily isn't always a good thing. You can be rewarded death for what you have done, right?
Yeah.
It says to give every man according as his work shall be. Like this is plain upon tables. Like you have to be obedient and live a right and lead a righteous life. You know what I'm saying? Follow that perfect example that we have, which is Yahawashi. You have to be leading that kind of life to receive and reap a good reward with the Lord, which is that kingdom, that sure reward that the Lord has promised. But if you're doing anything other than that, you're gonna partake in the sins of this nation, which is destruction. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you self-examine and continue down the right path if you are keeping these law, statutes, and commandments and having good faith. You know what I'm saying? In the spirit of truth. Okay, that's all I had.
Cole asked about Psalm 7 or something. Someone wants to pull that one or whatever. Cole, if you there, you said Psalm 7. Yeah, I think 12 through 17. 12 through 17.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7 and verse 12. If he turn not, he will whet his sword, and he have bent his bow and made it ready. He have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and have conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head. His violent dealings shall come down upon his own pate. I will praise Yahawah according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of Yahawah Most High.
So lock my microphone was tripping. I was trying to say something too, but now can you pull Psalms 9 for me?
You got some headphones today, huh?
Yeah, I had to charge them up.
Sound crispy.
So
So you can start at 15.
this is the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken.
Wow, I ain't gonna lie, that's fire out the gates. Lakia, that's crazy.
You see it's literally going directly with that in Psalm 7 when it said he make a pit and dig it and it's falling into the ditch which he made.
Yeah.
Verse 16. Yahawah is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands.
Kind of like we saying in this whole thing, you reap what you sow. You gonna get that reward that you're looking for.
Let me keep going again.
Yeah, you keep going. You can go down to verse 20.
Verse 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Yahawah, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Yahawah, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Say, wow.
So, man, know themselves to be just men, for real. Like, just show them that you God and the day of creation. That's powerful.
That pretty much speaks for itself. I had some other stuff, but y'all was still in my precepts back and forth.
Man, that's what I said. Y'all just stole like two of mine. Real quick, I had real.
Can you get Psalms 52 in the NLT?
want to start at the top?
God.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 52, and from the top. It says, well, I'm going to read it. It says, from the choir director, a psalm of David regarding the time Doeg the Edomite said to Saul, David has gone to see Amalek. God says, why do you boast about your crimes, great warrior? Don't you realize God's justice continues forever? All day long you plot destruction. Your tongue cuts like a sharp razor. You are an expert at telling lies. You love evil more than good and lies more than truth. You love to destroy others with your words, you liar. But
Right. So
God
we
will.
see so we see right here this what's the name is talking about the Edomite Doeg, right? Right. So it's just telling you the characteristics of Esau, right? Kind of keep going. And we see right here, he loved telling lies. You feel what I'm saying? This goes into his words were smoother than butter. And
Yep,
all of
that's what I
the
was thinking.
kind, all of the deceitfulness, of the characteristics of Esau, right? And this is how we know this is even more instance on how David was a prophet. Like he can easily tell the spirit of an Edomite, right? Keep going.
Verse 5. But God will strike you down once and for all. He will pull you from your home and uproot you from the land of the living. The righteous will see it and be amazed and will laugh and say, look what happens to mighty warriors who do not trust in God. They trust their wealth instead and grow more and more bold in their wickedness. But I am like an olive tree thriving in the house of God. I will always trust in God's unfailing love. I will praise you forever, O God, for what you have done. I will trust in your good name and the presence of your faithful people.
God, man. See, it's the balance, right? Esau got hell coming to him, man. And the people that trust in God and trust in the Most High, we go have the presence of Him near us, man, and close unto us. We go have His Holy Spirit poured out upon us, man. These are the things that we got to hearken on in these last days, man.
Trust is a work too. Trusting in the Lord, that's a work. That's something that goes back to faith, man. All of that, it's a work in itself. But you have to keep the laws and statutes and commandments, man, along with the faith. Right? Can you pull Matthew 16 real quick?
Yeah, I got you, King.
I just need verse 24 through 27, and then I don't have nothing else. But just think, Yahawashi told this in many instances, man. In many instances, like I said, from Revelation to the Gospels to Psalms in every way.
You said 24?
Yep, through 27.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahawashi unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man will come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works.
According to his works, man. He gonna reward every man according to his works. So whatever happens to you, your family, your loved ones, it's all dictated by the actions that you've done while you were here on this earth, man. You ain't using this time to get close to God. You're not using this time to even though do things what makes you perfect, which is to repent and know that we need God. But you should be repenting daily. You should be meditating. You should be trying to afflict your soul, trying to fast, trying to do anything to strengthen your willpower, to strengthen your spirit, to strengthen your mind, man. And if you're not doing that, don't be surprised at the reward that you receive. And that's just it.
I got one more just going on that too, right? Because we see over and over again, you know what I'm saying, it's a reward for your works, whether it be good or bad. Now it's a, you know, there's a certain belief that will tell you that it's not about works. It's just you got to believe, right? But contrary to what they say, the Bible has another, you know, description of what you have to do, right? And Christ, like we done read 3 or 4 scriptures of Christ going into a war of the, you know what I'm saying, that he's coming with, that he's going to give, right? Somebody just go into one more. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. Right? So he is about to give you a reason why he's separating, right? Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. So the ones on the right hand are going to be the Israelites are going to be obedient, you know what I'm saying, to what the Most High is telling them to do. They're going to have works. They're going to have faith and works. All right. Verse 35. For I was in hunger, and ye gave me meat. Now, you're going to notice all these things are works that he's describing here. They're going to be doing something. All right. It says, I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink, and I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous say unto him, sorry, then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered and fed thee, or thirsty, or gave thee drink, or saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked, or clothed thee? Or saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it, so this is something you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Says you have done it unto one of the least of my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Right? So these people are rewarded because of their actions, what they have done. Right? We're gonna keep going. Verse 41. Then shall he say unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. So these people are going to be tormented. They're going to have destruction coming their way. Why? It says, For when I was in hunger, ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, ye clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee in hunger, or thirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not unto one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. Right? So there are actions, and you're going to be judged. This is just a parable about your works. You have to have good works to receive good things. You have to have good works to receive the kingdom. If you're doing you're sowing to unrighteousness, you're gonna receive torments, destruction. It's just that simple. Right? We see this over and over, the same thing over and over in the Bible. Like, don't let anybody fool you into believing that you just have to, have faith. Faith without works is dead. You need to have works, good works, righteous works, keeping the law, being a light to your people. You know what I'm saying? Having faith, because faith, like you said, faith is a work. Christ already told us that, right? So that it's fairly redundant at this point. Like, you have to have those good works. You have to be a light, a beacon. You can't be doing what everybody else is doing and expect a different reward. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be following with the world, so you're going to get the reward of the world. You're going to follow God, you're going to get the reward of God. Is that just that simple? That's all I had on that.
Right. I got let me think of something else, because even I think Shab mentioned it earlier, and I think y'all did bring out the whole Genesis thing, right? Like why he said, bless those who bless thee, because we're still being blessed from the covenant that God had with Abraham. And that's the reason why every nation has to get what they're about to receive. That's the reason why every nation has to be rewarded the way they do, because like you said, what nation hasn't had a part in their kingdom? What nation hasn't consumed us or devoured us? You know what I mean? You can't name one. So certain things have to happen to them because it happened to us, and we understand that God is just. So these things are going to happen, right? So can I get a Jeremiah 30 real quick, verse 16 and 17? And I got like one more after that, and then that should probably be it. Because I mean, this goes back to nations. Like God is not only doing this to people; He's doing this to whole nations. He's doing this to everyone. This is what He's coming to do, man.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
He said, every one of them. And then he said, shall. He said, it shall. It's not a maybe. This is going to happen. Then he didn't say some. He didn't say, well, you know, the good ones, I'm going to let them go. He said, no, all the adversaries, every single one of them shall go. Right? And keep going. What's the other side?
It says, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Right. Literally reaping and sowing. Right. Now look at the opposite end. What's coming to the ones that make it out of Israel?
Verse 17. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahawah, because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after.
See, so right there is proven that no man sought after us to help us to do anything, but Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi sought after us to help us to restore his people, man, to lift up his elect, man, and to keep that remnant, man. He had these people set aside from the beginning. You know what I mean? Real talk. I do got one more too, unless you want to get a little more on that. I think that might be it, but can I get an Isaiah 14 from the top? And then that's it. Because look what it's that same type of language. If you don't have any oppressors, you have nobody just ruling over you, so you have nobody to rule over, right? So we're gonna have all this make sense because, like he said, it fits. I will bless those that bless thee. So it will be a lot of blessed people if they decided to help us, but they even admitted that no one sought after us. They sought after us to take advantage of us, to put us in captivity, to kill us, to pillage us. That's it. So they have to reap what they've sown as well too. And I'm gonna end with this, Isaiah 14.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord, for Yahawah will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and will set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahawah for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
That's the key. That's the key. They're going to take people. They're not just taking random people. Like the Israelites are not just some wicked group of people or wicked nation of people. They're going to have captives, but the captives they're taking are the people who they were captives to. So you want to curse us and put a curse. It's a curse to be subjugated to somebody else. So you're going to be subjugated to us forever at this point. Until he decide, you know what I mean, until that 1,000 years of it, you still got to be up under us because the Israelites are going to be the authority on the whole earth. They are the standard of righteousness. They are the ambassadors of God.
God.
You can keep going.
It says whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right. They wouldn't have there would be no ruling over if they didn't have any oppressors, but that's what you wanted to do. So by the fruit of your own hands and the work of your own hands and of your own doings, that shall you also reap. And that's it. That's what. So what is your reward like? This is for you to think about and meditate on as yourself, everybody as an individual. What type of reward do you think Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi is bringing to you at the end of the day? What do you think you're going to see when he comes back? Are you going to be ashamed when you see Yahawashi? Are you going to be happy? You know what I mean? Is he going to be happy to see you? It's something to think about.
Yeah.
Shab, you got anything? Like I was seeing your screen stuff.
Wow.
Okay,
I'm about to say
Calvin.
somebody could pull Deuteronomy 30:7 just to go with that.
Definitely go with that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's about all I got in the chamber for real.
God. Damn, I might have to get a little context on this one. Yeah, we can I'm gonna just read down to 7. We can do like that then.
Okay.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7. All right, it says, "And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither Yahawah thy power have driven thee, and shall return unto Yahawah thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thine soul, that then Yahawah thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither Yahawah thy power have scattered thee." Right? And just a small note, he's saying that these people are going to return to being obedient. They're going to be doing something, right? Just not having faith, right? Even way back when, right? Verse 4 says, "If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will Yahawah thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And Yahawah thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possess, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And Yahawah thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love Yahawah thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And
Salak,
Yahawah,
before you move on from there, just like you were saying, this is us actually having to do something. But a lot of people, like you were saying, will try to say it's just faith, but and they try to use Paul, where Paul say, basically, the true circumcision is a circumcision of the heart. But if you, this is an Old Testament concept, so even the circumcision of our heart is just us having the law written into our hearts, basically. So that's just to add that.
verse 7, it says, "And Yahawah thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee."
And then when you go to one of the curses is captivity.
God.
God.
You feel me? So all the people that persecuted us, just like it said in Isaiah, those who took us captives, we're going to take them captives. Those who persecuted us and oppressed us will be oppressing them and taking them captives.
That's
God.
right. That's right. All
No
they
if.
devour thee will be devoured.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Single
Ain't
parent
no,
households.
Yep.
yeah. Ain't no way around it.
Evil eye.
Man. Yeah, man. Like my brothers might be it for everybody, man. Shalom out to the people that's in here, to the people that's been coming and going. Let's get our lights up. Come on now, get our lights up, man. Let's stay up in this algorithm, man. Let's get some more people. Tell a friend and tap in with us. Even if people got questions, comments, or smoke, long as they come here with respect and decency, we'll deal with it. We not dealing with no demonry. We not dealing with nobody that think they know more than enough or can't listen. Real talk.
God.
Yeah, that worked to my nah, keep going. Brother, this is a part 2. And I'm surprised this, you know what I mean? We just an extension of kind of what we was already doing. You know, end time
God.
prophecy. Shoot. I ain't got nothing, man. Shout out to the people that's in here. Definitely ain't gonna talk to y'all all night. Gad is funny, man. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Lord willing, this was edifying, straight to the point. Lord willing, you learned something as always. And Lord willing, man, the Most High is strengthening you in the spirit, man, getting us ready for the wonderful things that's about to come. You know what I mean? We looking forward, being kingdom mindset, seeking first the kingdom of God, and we know that all things will be added, man. And that's what you should be looking forward to, man. Pray that the Most High keep that crazy spirit on Donald Trump, man, bringing this place to not for real.
Pray for the destruction of these heathen nations.
That's right. Just a You know what I'm saying? Public service announcement. We got a short going up tomorrow around 10 a.m. Be sure to tune in and like, share, and subscribe. Share it to your family, friends, any of your brothers and sisters in this truth, man.
It's about to be a good one. It's about to be a good one. We ran across some demon that's deliberately trying to fight against scripture. So y'all gonna see how that go. Damn, ladies, at 73 minutes went by. That time is definitely at hand. Yeah, time is going by fast. You gotta think we just ran through January. We just talking about they so-called New Year and everything. We just smoked through January. And February about to be nothing. For real. Like you said, we're on this boy for an hour and 16 minutes right now. Man, but Lord willing, like I said, everything was good, man. I have a thumb and shalom to everybody. We'll be back, Lord willing, on February the 6th, Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. as always, man. Don't hesitate to contact us. If you want to get down with YLK, don't hesitate to tap in. Any questions? Or, you know what I mean? And we got people that's, you know what I mean, not all of us in there, but Brother Qual is willing to sit down and people are willing to back him up. He want to debate just formally and do everything decently and in order, man. All to the edification of the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. At the end of the day, that's everything that we're doing, trying to make sure that everything is fruitful. You know what I mean? If it's not going to be fruitful, we don't want to deal with it. We're not dealing with no demons. We're not doing none of that. It's high time that people come willing to learn. Even us, like we will hear people out if they feel like they can bring us something, because we're not above, you know what I mean, edification or whatever. I want to learn something too. You know what I mean? I feel like we definitely know a lot, but we don't know everything.
God. All praise to the Most High, Megan, man.
Yeah. And all praise to the Most High, man. Hey, so with that, man, I'd like to say, call lawyer, how about Yahawashi, and say Shalom, family. Until next time, Ahava Thumb and Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom, family.
Shalom. Ahava Thumb.